What's up everybody, my name is Nate, welcome to the channel. This video concept is one fragrance for each month of the year. I want to know from you in the comments down below, what fragrances would you wear each month of the year? Just one. All right, so let's start this off in January. The first one I would pick, I would have to go with Stronger With You Intensely. This thing is super good. It is very cinnamon heavy. It's got this amber, it's vanilla, sweet too. It pushes off, but it kind of dries down to this nice creamy, vanillic, cinnamon, spicy kind of smell. It honestly smells like the holidays, and I was torn whether or not to put this one in December, but I think that where I live, you know, you get a lot of the cooler weather in January, mostly snow. So I felt comfortable putting that at January, and I think I would wear a lot of it in January. This video concept is tough because it's like, I don't wear just one fragrance a month, but these are the fragrances that I would wear if I had to. Stronger With You Intensely has a beautiful pink pepper note at the top, giving it kind of that spicy aspect to it, but I find a lot more spice elements with it. I feel like nutmeg is in here a little bit too, but mainly cinnamon. It's got this toffee note in here too, which is really great, but it is so vanillic heavy. Amber, warm, spicy stuff. It is perfect for the cooler weather, I'll tell you what. All right, let's talk about February. I would wear Dior Homme Intense. This stuff is fantastic, and it brings me back to good memories. I bought Dior Homme Intense on my birthday back in 2020, and it was just some of the best stuff that I've ever bought. You know, I bought it and I didn't have that many fragrances in my collection at the time, so it was some truly like stunning stuff. Dior Homme Intense was one of the fragrances that literally knocked me on my ass. I say that, you know, not literally, because that would be ridiculous. And for those who don't know what Dior Homme Intense is, it's a powdery iris fragrance. It's got this woody character, a little bit of a cocoa vibe with it. It's got this cedar accord that comes across like pencil shaving. It's fresh, it's clean, it's got a beautiful kind of clean base to it, but it's nice vetiver nuance, iris, powdery, smooth, really nice. Some truly, really great stuff. Eventually, I want to pick up the parfum version of Dior Homme. That's one of my, you know, must-haves this year, especially. So, but Dior Homme Intense is what I would pick for February because it's my February fragrance. Video concept aside, Dior Homme Intense is my February fragrance. I wear a lot of that in February. It's my birthday month, and you know, it just has to be worn. All right, moving forward into March. March is usually really cold here where I live, and it kind of starts warming up a little bit, but you know, it's not, you know, scalding hot. So it's kind of in that springtime. I think March is considered winter, but you know, who cares? Cedrat Boisé is what I would choose for the winter time, and this stuff is just so great. Fruity, woody, pleasant. It's got this black currant note in here, which is just really great, and it comes across like fruity. Fruit Loops in the woods is like what I like to call it. It's got this like nice fruitiness, but it's also got this like pine cedar kind of thing going on, and it's got a little bit of a floral character, like some jasmine. Mancera is known for their floral nuances in their fragrances, so it has that traditional kind of Mancera kind of thing going on, but it's just really great. It's some great stuff. Now you can go with the intense version too if you're if you're worried about performance at all, because there's some people who say that they don't get really great performance with Cedrat Boisé, but then the intense version they get greats from. So if performance is an issue for you, maybe look at the intense version rather than the original. I like the fruity airiness comes with the original for sure. Lemon, blackcurrant, bergamot, spicy notes, fruity notes, patchouli leaf, jasmine, cedar, leather, sandalwood, vanilla, musk. Great stuff, great blends. It's just fantastic. All right, moving on into April. I would wear Club de Nuit Intense Man, but I would wear the Pure Parfum Concentrate. This stuff is so excellent. Pretty much the same thing as the Eau de Toilette. It's a little bit smoothed out, and I think it's just got a lot smoother citrus elements in there. It doesn't come across as like that bathroom cleaner like you would come to find with Club de Nuit Intense Man. That's from everything online. A lot of people just hate that fragrance because of the sharp lemon at the top. I don't think it's that bad, but people criticize deeply about it. But I like the Pure Parfum. It's smooth, it's elegant, it's Creative Ventus kind of DNA, and You're probably wondering, you would do 2 Creed Aventus? No, Cedrat Boisé is not a Creed Aventus clone, not one bit. I do not believe any of that online, that Cedrat Boisé is. Anyway, Club de Nuit Intense, man, the Parfum version, this stuff is super great. I would highly encourage you get this as soon as you can. Lemon, pineapple, bergamot, blackcurrant, apple, a lot of fresh citrus and fruitiness at the top. And then you got this birchwood, which gives it kind of this smoke aspect too in there. Jasmine and rose come in and they provide a lot of floral balancing act with it. It's really, really great. Musk, a lot of musk in here, a lot of broxin kind of thing, patchouli and vanilla. Just a stunning note breakdown. It really is. And even more, the scent just smells fantastic. And that's a performer that you don't have to worry about at all. That stuff, Club de Nuit Intense, man, Parfum sticks around forever. It's just an unstoppable fragrance. All right, and then May. I would probably wear something fresh, something lively. I would go with Polo Blue Parfum. Polo Blue Parfum is just so great. It's got this green aspect in here, kind of giving it this herbal kind of feel, almost like a grassy kind of feel. It's not like overbearing, but I find that it is present very much so, but it mainly relies on the Polo Blue DNA, which is very fresh, clean, excellent musk character. Polo Blue's notes are mandarin orange at the top, pink pepper, cardamom, lavender, clary sage, vetiver, jasmine, oak, olibanum, and patchouli. Excellent musk character. It's just smooth and elegant, and it almost smells like just a deodorant, like a clean deodorant, which is something really great if you're just not worried about smelling a certain way. Honestly, I would maybe switch this one out too for like Dior Homme 2020, but I think I would want to include Polo Blue Parfum because I'm really liking it right now. But Dior Homme and Dior Homme 2020 could fall in there. I just added it in February, the intense version, so that's why I didn't really add it, but I could swap those out any day of the week. June comes around and that is the beginning of summer. Summer is June 22nd, I think, or June 21st, something around there. And I would wear John Varvatos Artisan Pure. This stuff is so fantastic. It is fresh, lively, and it's got this green aspect with it. It's got a lot of petitgreen too in here, which comes across like a very airy citrus with a little bit of a touch floral, like a green floral kind of vibe. There's also some white florals in here as well, giving it kind of a nice balancing act. But the main thing is like that mandarin, tangerine, really fresh, spicy, but it's really excellent. It dries down to kind of a woody, creamy kind of smell. It's mostly a citrus fragrance, and it's very fresh, lively, and just very aromatic. It's some of the best stuff. It really, really is. John Varvatos Artisan Pure is one of the showstoppers that I own. And it's cheap too. It's pretty cheap. All right, and then in July, it's starting to heat up. It would be pretty hot and humid and kind of just like shorts and going to the gym. Summertime is in full effect. July is like the prime time for summer, usually like 100-degree days or 90-degree days, that kind of thing. So I went with something fresh, something lively. I went with Luciano's Sunset Swim. This stuff is fresh. It's citrusy, it's musky, it's just excellent. It's not like a beast mode performer, but it's very citrus heavy. And in the summertime, this stuff is gonna shine through. I could even see getting away with like a Neroli Portofino or a Porto Neroli kind of thing. I wouldn't be opposed to that. That's some great stuff as well. I would love to wear that kind of stuff in that high heat in July. Really excellent. It's just citrus, ambergris, and ginger. Really straightforward, easy, clean. It's got ambroxan, ginger. All right, and then in August, I would wear something fresh too, but a little bit more musky, kind of deeper, richer, and I would go with Parfums de Marly Sedley. This stuff is really great. It's got this excellent musk character in here, but it has a lot more woods in there than citrus, so not like the other ones. This one is a little bit more woody dense, and it's got a beautiful ambrox smell to this. This is just an ambroxan bomb, I'll tell you. But a lot of citrus in the top, mint, you got some mandarin orange, lavender, some rosemary, some olibanum, and then just kind of a standard base with, you know, sandalwood, vetiver, cedar, patchouli, cashmere, and that. It's just so excellent. I love wearing this stuff. I could even swap this out with Marat Legacy by Lattafa, the silver version. That one is excellent too, but I would rock the original. I find that as I start collecting more and more, I feel like I am going to be doing the opposite of what you should do is, you know, I've got so many different clones that now I'm actually like considering, let's buy the originals. Let's start collecting the originals and, you know, forget the clones and stuff. Obviously, I'm gonna still buy the clones. I love buying clones because it's cheap fragrance that smells amazing. They're doing a remarkable job, everyone. But yeah, I'm kind of now focusing on, let's get the originals now. All right, then in September, I would wear Bleu de Chanel Parfum. This stuff is just my favorite of all time. Clean, sophisticated, and September is that interesting month where, you know, the leaves start changing, fall starts coming in, so it's not really, but you still get hot days, so it's like, you don't get like freezing temperatures, but you don't get, you know, it's kind of that middle ground. So September, I'd rock Bleu de Chanel Parfum, just some excellent, clean, citrus, woody, musky, just great stuff. All right, then October comes around. This is Halloween time. This is kicking off fall time, and I would wear Spice Bomb Extreme. This stuff is really rich when it comes to vanilla, tobacco in here, cinnamon. It's got a lot of great spicy aspects, but it's mostly clean. And it's got a clean base, smells super luxurious. Kind of smells like a douchebag, but it falls into that like fall time category really, really well, I think. You smell of vanilla, spices, cinnamon, and then tobacco. Give me a break. That's insanity. Now you can get away with wearing a lot of the different kinds of Spice Bomb flankers. I would probably, if I didn't choose the extreme, I would probably just pick the original or maybe even the infrared. Infrared is so nice, but I feel like the extreme version is that perfect balance for that fall. It's either that one or I would have picked Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Stuff is great. It's a vanilla fragrance. Honestly, I probably should have picked Mercedes-Benz Club Black for this, but honestly, I think Spice Bomb Extreme and Mercedes-Benz Club Black have they're neck and neck. Even too, you can consider Layton. Layton would be a great one too, but I went with Spice Bomb Extreme. I think that's a safe bet, and you know, I feel good about it, you know. All right, let's talk about November. I would wear Tom Ford's Ombre Leather. This stuff is so great. It's one of my favorite fragrances of all time. There was a moment back in 2019 when I bought it and I returned it and I just wanted it back in collection. And I didn't put it back in my collection for years. I think like 1 or 2 years. I didn't. It's just one of the best leather fragrances of all time. I firmly believe that. It's got this sexy cardamom at the top, some nice floral aspects that balance out all the leather and stuff. And the leather is really soft, really this kind of sophisticated designery leather. You know, whenever I wear it, I feel so confident. It's just one of the most confident fragrances that I own. Whenever I spray it on, I know I'm gonna have a great day because you make yourself have a great day. But seriously, ombre leather, some of the best stuff, really. All right, then December. December, holiday times, you can't go wrong with something like, you know, cozy, spicy. This is Kamra Kawa. It stands for coffee. I think it's coffee in Arabic, but this stuff is so excellent. It is warm, cozy, cinnamon, it's nutmeg. It's got this sweet accord in here, and it's got coffee nuance. I mean, I should say no more. That's just fantastic. It's got a nice warm spiciness going on with the cinnamon, and the cardamom is kind of providing it a soft spiciness, but the ginger too is kind of pushing it off and contributing a little bit more spicy elements to it. The main thing is it's very sweet with the praline, the vanilla, and the benzoin, the amber. It smells like crisp. Sprinkling in some coffee, get real. It's an excellent fragrance, and especially for December. Let me know in the comments down below, what are the fragrances that you're picking for every month of the year? I want to know from you guys. This is a tough challenge because, you know, there's 12 fragrances total and you have to only choose one. So it's a little tough. Anyway, let me know in the comments down below. If you make content at all, feel free to take up the challenge. You don't have to tag me if you don't want to. You should, because then I'll watch your video and I'll comment something stupid on it, like how good your hair looks or something. That's not stupid. That's a good compliment. Your hair looks great. Thanks for watching the video, guys. We'll see you next time.